Hello, and welcome to the first ever video from this trip. This is being shot at just your basic top of the hill campsite in New Mexico. The nearest person that I have seen is probably about a half-mile away, which is good during COVID. And today what we're going to do is take a little tour of the rig. I've been asked to show what the rig looks like, so welcome to the first ever tour of the rig. Now here it is. We'll go take a walk up and we have your cab is kind of a basic cab, very comfortable. Plenty of room for your drinks and your snacks while you're driving, place to put your phone. And then walking around, you can see that here I had to use the leveling blocks at this site, which I rarely have to do, but does happen from time to time. And now here at the back, we get into some of the custom features. One thing about these RVs, and this, by the way, is a Gulfstream BT Cruiser from 2004. And one thing about these is that there's not a lot of storage. I think these are designed to look good in the showroom. And once you start riding around in it, you realize that they're maybe made for weekending, where you throw all your bags on the floor and then you move them aside when you want to go to sleep. But I wanted to take some real storage. It needs to be secure and weather tight. So went to a custom welding place in Grass Valley and had this big frame welded on, and then a truck box. Thank you, Brian Tierney, for the suggestions. You can see it also carries my archery bag right there, my archery target bag. I haven't set up a course yet at this site. And very handily carries my e-bike, which is a Magnum Peak, which I just bought a little while ago and I like quite a lot. And then let's just go around and see what the rest of it looks like. Here is your basic RV camp. Again, no one anywhere around. Awning extended. We've got a mat out so you can do exercises. There is a fire ring here, which of course I wouldn't use ever, being a Northern Californian. But you got your foam roller when you want to roll your back out. You've got some nice shade if you need it. You may be wondering about the two chairs, as if I'm expecting company. And the fact is that the one on the left is quite ergonomic, good for using a laptop, but you can't play guitar in it because it's got arms. So I have a second chair for that. In that little compartment, by the way, behind the table, it's an Adirondack table. I have the other things that anyone would need on a trip like this, juggling gear and soccer ball, yoga mat, stuff like that. So let's go inside. Electric stairs that automatically extend. Now I have to figure out how to photograph this. So as we come inside, first let me show you, we have the full hanging closet. This is a hanging closet, but it also has something a little special, which is under the laundry bag. There is a safe keyed to my fingerprints, which will hold laptops, money, etc., so that when I leave, I don't have to worry about getting ripped off, which, years on Folsom Street will definitely give you a fine appreciation for that. I also have an ignition kill switch, so no one's going to steal the whole vehicle. This is my broom, which is essential equipment when you're in the desert, because I end up having to use that thing like 5 times a day. Here's the kitchen. We have microwave, stove, full sink. You'll notice the jet boil. So when I'm just heating water for tea, which I do quite a lot, I use the jet boil because it's so fast. But if I'm going to do some real cooking, I have the stove. I have one burner in the front, so I can use this separately, and then I have 2 more burners in the back. Here, I don't know if you can tell, here's a fridge. We got a freezer, quite sizable. And then we've got a fridge here with lots of good stuff in it. I'm sorry for all the spinning. I should show you the bathroom. So here is the bathroom. We've got a sink there. We've got the commode. Again, storage is always at a premium. So it does have a shower, and when I looked at the shower, all I saw was wasted space. So I put in these soft boxes, which have everything in it, from my shorts to my extra cooking gear to, I'll say the top one is nothing but hats. There's a little skylight above it. And then I extended the shower hose so I can take outdoor showers if I want in the middle of the day, which is quite nice. And then this is basically the living area. I have a table over here, and then there's a pad strategically placed to capture any important thoughts if I ever have any. It hasn't happened yet, but this, I don't know if you can tell, this is a couch that turns into a bed. It is extra puffy right now because not only do I have very carefully designed memory foam plus bamboo topper on there, but it's chilly at night, so I have like 5 blankets, including an electric blanket, a 12-volt electric blanket. So I am toasty at night. And then you've got your, you've got your dishes and plates here. You've got food, and then more food. Whoops. There's the solar controller is tucked under there. I have solar panel, I think it's 185 watts. And that's a very special solar controller that can charge both lithium and other types of batteries. Let me spin over to this side real quick. Here's a couple more cupboards, which are just clothes and things like that. Now, the curtain at the end is a special light blocking curtain, and I mean the fabric is amazing. Not a photon gets through. So let's walk toward. Oh, I guess I covered up the skylight. So at night I put the foam in there so to conserve heat. So at the end there are several cabinets which you'll notice. Now the one on the right I'll show you contains books. The one on the far left is the technology locker, as I call it. The one in the center, that used to be a very differently configured space with a bunch of meaningless cabinetry and an obsolete entertainment console. So I ripped all that out, and then the reason these doors are different colors is because then I ordered a couple of extra doors, and I refinished this whole space. So this is now one long flat space, which otherwise there really wasn't one. This is more curtains in the RV. And you need a space. I think every RVer needs a space for their guitars, 2 of them, saxophone, bow, which is in that colorful cloth, because you can't do archery without a bow, and you need a place to store these things. Over here we have some books and whatnot. Over here we have various cables and bits and things. And over at the table we also have a charging station with all the cords you could ever want, and there are several others as well, plus a Bluetooth speaker. So that's the rig. I hope you enjoyed the tour. In addition, the things you haven't seen, did I mention that I lifted the rear, I put a cell phone booster with a special antenna on the top, made a couple of other changes, and then the next set of changes are going to be to the lighting, which frankly is not great. And not just conducive to different moods. I had some kind of lights, but my super cheap ones broke. And then we're back outside and looking at the world. Holy moly, there's someone coming by. No one's come by in days. I don't know what that person's doing.
Does that road keep up?
I better go talk to him. Hold on.